Today, a computer can fit inside your pocket. But before electronic computers existed, calculating complex problems could take hours, days, or even longer. In the 19th century, inventors began asking a revolutionary question. Could a machine do the calculating for us? One of the most important pioneers was Charles Babbage. His difference engine was designed to automate mathematical calculations. But his bigger idea was even more remarkable: the analytical engine, a machine conceived to perform different operations according to instructions. Then came Ada Lovelace. While studying Babbage's analytical engine, she described how the machine could follow a sequence of instructions to perform calculations. Her work helped introduce an idea that would become fundamental to computing: programming. A century later, the dream of automated calculation was becoming. Electronic engineers and scientists began developing machines that used electricity to perform calculations at speeds mechanical systems could never match. Then came ENIAC, unveiled in the 1940s. It was one of the earliest general-purpose and narcotic computers. It occupied an entire room and contained thousands of vacuum tubes. Compared with today's devices, it was enormous. But at the time, it was revolutionary. But the giant machines had a problem. They were enormous, expensive, and depended on fragile vacuum tubes. Then the transistor changed the direction of computing. Smaller, more reliable electronic components opened the door to smaller and more powerful machines. During the 19th centuries, integrated circuits packed multiple electronic components onto tiny pieces of silicon. Computers were still expensive and mostly found in governments, universities, and large companies, but their power was growing rapidly. By the 1970s, computing was becoming an essential tool for organizations. Mainframes processed enormous amounts of information, while the development of microprocessors brought the possibility of putting computing power into much smaller machines. Then computing crossed a major boundary that began moving from institutions into ordinary homes. Personal computers gave individuals access to processing power that had once belonged almost exclusively to large organizations. Then computers began talking to one another. The internet transformed the computer from a powerful machine sitting on a desk into a gateway to information and people around the world. In the 2000s, computers became thinner, lighter, and increasingly portable. Laptops allowed people to work, communicate, and access information almost anywhere. Computing was no longer tied to a desk. Then the definition of a computer changed again. Smartphones combined computing, communication, cameras, maps, and the internet in a device small enough to fit in a pocket. The computer was no longer something you sat in front of. It was something you carried everywhere. But computing was becoming even less visible. Cloud computing allowed enormous amounts of data and processing power to be accessed remotely through the internet. The computer was no longer just the device in your hand. It was part of a vast network of servers around the world. And now computing is entering another extraordinary era. Artificial intelligence can analyze enormous amounts of information, recognize patterns, generate images and text, understand speech, and assist humans with increasingly complex tasks. The computer is no longer simply calculating. It is beginning to work with information in ways that feel remarkably intelligent. In roughly 2 centuries, Computers have gone from mechanical gears to machines capable of artificial intelligence. From room-sized systems to devices in our pockets, computing has repeatedly become smaller, faster, and more powerful. But this may only be the beginning. Quantum computing, advanced robotics, AI agents, and entirely new forms of computing could define the next chapter. So after the room-sized computer, the personal computer, and artificial intelligence, what comes next?